Good morning. Pardon me, I have some breakfast on my face. That's what I get for eating pastry right before the camera turns on. Hello, welcome everybody. Today is Saturday, January 17th. 17th. I was wrong. I started saying the wrong thing. It is January 17th, 10 a.m. here in Chicago, Illinois, where it is bitterly cold. And I know because I just walked in. I would have driven, but the car wouldn't start for a mysterious reason that I'm going to have to figure out later. So that was a weird start to the morning. But besides that little snafu, I'm feeling very good, very peppy, very ready for the day. So why don't we go ahead and get into it? Roll a rock, roll a rock, and then we can get to making some cool art. What do you say? So let me get some D20s up in here. All right, there we got a couple. There, let me get these two. The rest of you, go away. All right. Wait. I just had two, and then I swept it away and put it up. Come on, Shelby. Didn't I? I didn't, right? Okay, hold on. Got one D20. We got two D20. Okay, yeah. I'm just being silly. I'm just having a silly, goofy time. Good morning, Ellen, Linda, Brenda Lee. Welcome. Great to see you all. All right. What are you? I don't know. Mysterious thread. Okay. We have our dice. Let's roll for it. All right. We got a 13 and an 11. 11 is stacked boulders. 13 is rock cluster or group. I'm going to go for, I don't like either of those options. I'm going to roll again. I did not see the bowling ball. Brenda Lee, I'm going to have to go look at that. Okay, 15 and a 4. We got a 4 canyon walls. 15 is a collapsed rock fall. That's cool. I'm definitely down for that. But first, let me go. I want to check out this freaking bowling ball. This is over on the Fox Den, over on Foxy, which is the community over there. Let me go see where you posted it. All right. All right. Where? Brenda Lee, do you know what forum you popped it on? Also, hello, Noli. I am just grabbing, if this thing will load. There it is. Would it be in the discussion? No. I am not seeing it right here, right away. Sometimes, okay, so there's a bug that I've been trying to figure out where I sometimes can't see some of the stuff on the Fox Den when I'm logged in. And some of that, it could just be because I have an admin account, and so sometimes things show up weird for me. So I'm going to just look at the activity feed logged out, and we're going to see what's over there. Okay, well, it's not wanting to load for me. So that's silly. No, okay, I can't see him right now. Brenda Lee, I will have to go check that out later because I'm not seeing it right at this moment. But for now, for today, we have our mission. We are going to be creating a collapsed rock wall, or rock fall, rock wall, whatever. We're going to be doing that. Let me get my tape going. Come on. Come on. You still got some adhesive in you. Hey there, Abstract. Abstract Beauty After Dark. Welcome. We're just still getting a little set up here. About to begin doing a speed paint kind of a deal. Ooh, okay. So we have our mission. Today is January 17th, 2026. Okay. Hey there, Kokushibo. Sorry, I just needed to go through that real slow for a second. Hello, and hi, and thank you. And hello, DNA. Welcome. Oh, that's the wrong end. Let's try opening this from the right end. Okay, so we have our mission. Let me wet my watercolors here. Just a little bit in all of them. And let me grab my pencil and do just like a super quick little sketch. But let me just see if I can pull up any inspiration first. Collapse. Let's spell it right. Okay. Okay. Looking at some good options here. All right. I'm forming a plan. I've got something. Formulating. Okay. Basically a crumbling rock wall. Basically something to that effect. This is really not sticky tape. Okay. Let me grab my big brush and let's do a big wash. Okie dokie. Might need to refill my Payne's Gray here in my palette before things go on not too long. Not like I need to do it right today, but I need to do it soon. Okay. Bringing in my big old dagger brush. I'm being very loose and flippity with my paintbrush. Anyone have any fun plans this weekend? I can't say I have anything terribly exciting going on, but I still would love to hear what you all got going on. Yes, Brenda Lee. Yes, this is very, very much like that. So I love that I get to like share a region with you, and we're able to. Yes, I know exactly what you mean. I've driven up and down the Midwest a million times. I've seen a lot of it, but yeah, I hear, especially like in Missouri, but you see it in Illinois, you see it in Kansas, but basically where the roads are kind of cutting through like minor hills. They're not like mountains or anything, but they're kind of like above the road, um, or they're taller than the road when you're standing on the road, and they're kind of like they've sort of been sheared off to make room for the road to cut through. But there's often like little sort of crumbles of the rock wall as it's kind of eroding a little bit, and that is pretty much spot on. All right. Let me paint the sky. watching the Joe's Girl Scout robotics team, the Techno Chicks, in the tournament right now, also on YouTube. Wow, very cool. And hello, Smiley Dragons. Hello, thank you. And yep, Brenda Lee, you guessed absolutely right. Okay. Now it's time for some texture. I'm going to grab some plastic wrap. Well, plastic. It's just plastic. It's not plastic wrap. It's thicker than that, but who cares? I'm going to grab this, get some browns and things going. Oh, thank you, Smiley. We love art over here. Big old fans of it. Just gonna dab that around a lot. Ooh, also, Brenda Lee, being someone from the region, I'm curious if you've noticed this as well. Something that I have noticed the last couple times that I have made the drive to or from Kansas, so like going, making that long trek and going through Missouri, Southern Illinois, all that, I have seen more bald eagles than I have ever seen. We are really, I saw 2 bald eagles just flying casually when I was on my drive back from Christmas. And I am so delighted by this. It's so exciting to see the natural population just starting to grow again. Because I didn't know this until very recently. Growing up, bald eagles were very endangered. Like, they're obviously, illegal to kill, illegal to hunt, all that jazz. But just in general, they were very endangered. And now they're not. Now they're on the least concern list, which is just so cool. Ooh, you're a dragon puppeteer? That's so cool. I love puppeteering as an art form. I'm not into doing it myself, but I love watching people like building puppets or, finding unique ways to create movement in their puppets and like, just there's so much thought that goes into it, because there's the actual like design of the puppet, there's the character design, like how you're gonna play that character. There's the way that you move it around to get that nice animation. That's awesome. Hi there, Marley. But puppeteering is an ancient art, and I'm glad that it's still alive in you. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Marley. You make them with paper? Oh, that's so cool. Okay. What now? Let me grab a smaller brush. I'm going to get my smaller dagger brush. This guy. And we're going to get in there and start making cracks and crags and whatnot. That's so cool, Brenda Lee. When earlier this year, last year, 2025, I don't know what year it is. We did a little family trip to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and we stayed on a lake, which was very cool. And one of the things that we saw that was really cool was at one point while we were out on the lake, it was just John and I. We were in kayaks. So we're really low to the water. It's really quiet. And we had seen a ton of bald eagles on this lake. That was not a surprise. But there was one at one point that flew right over us. And we were just sitting there quietly listening. And you can hear the beat of its wings as it flew overhead. And it was magnificent. It was so cool. Your sketchbook broke. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. Making with most kind of everything, but mostly drawing. Well, I'm cool. Glad that you're here doing some drawing with us, Marley. So for the month of January, we are focusing on just rock studies. But there are some old sketch sessions where I do all kinds of animal mashups and things, if that's something that you find interesting. So like combining a turtle and a penguin or something. One example I can think of. Thank you, Brenda Lee. How do I show that this is just like a collapsed rock wall? I don't want it to just look like... I don't want it to just be, just a rock pile. Thanks so much for coming by, Smiley Dragon. Thank you. Have a great Saturday. So, wait, Brenda Lee, did you say that I'm sorry, I'm slowly processing what I thought you said. Eagle is our state bird. Are you telling me that the eagle is Illinois' state bird? Because if so, I didn't know that. I can tell you what the state bird of Oklahoma is because I learned that while I was living in Oklahoma. Going for an angle brush. I want something with a little bit more coverage. So I want to show that this is all like kind of fallen or slid. You almost made a little bunny, but yeah, it stacks weird. Sorry. Okay, I need a little bit more water in here. Thank you, Sledgehammer. Also, Marley, thanks so much for stopping by. Catch you later. Yeah, I suppose that does make sense, Brenda Lee. I guess I just sort of always assumed that if something was a state bird in one state, that it wasn't allowed to be in another. Like that. But now that I'm thinking about it, that feels like that wouldn't. I don't know if that's like an enforceable position. You voted on it as a child? That's amazing. Also, Marley, thank you. Bye-bye. I'm so glad that you stopped by. Oh, gosh. I'm not seeing everyone in the chat. Some folks are over on the mobile stream, which shows differently. This is kind of looking rock slide-ish. A little bit. Hey there, Vicky. Pleased to meet you. Thanks so much for coming by. From England, you say? Is it early evening for you over there? Or is it more like late evening? Also, hi, fan of Sebastian. Oh, fan of Sebastian Stan. Sorry. I know which Stan specifically. Oh, it's not the eagle, it's the cardinal. Okay, that sounds right. But again, the only state bird I know and state rock, for whatever reason, I know is Oklahoma. If you're curious, it's the scissor-tailed flycatcher, is the bird, and the rock is a desert rose. I know some things. I am still not feeling like this is necessarily a rock slide. How do I make it look slide-ish? Let's just look up rock slide. Is there any detail that I'm missing that? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna need some smooth. Almost tea time in England. Very nice. All right, I'm surprised that I actually managed to get to guess early evening. Technically, it's more like late afternoon, but still, I'm closer than I thought I would be. I'm going to dry this really quick. Let's see if we can make it look more rock slide-ish. This tape is really much more symbolic than it is actual tape. Okay, let's try to bring this thing home, shall we? Oh, I'm missing some of the chat over here. Oh, hello, Elaine. And thank you so much, Vicky. I think you might be the only Canadian today. DNA? A writer of sorts. Ooh. I don't think I'm very successfully conveying that this is a rock slide. You know, like there's a pile of them. I'm just not. I mean, they're fine rocks as far as rocks go, but it just doesn't feel like it's a slide. Hmm. Let's try a different tactic. Let me grab some watercolor pencils here. Let's see if I can do something with this. Okay. Jillian Godden. I'm just kind of going nuts with the watercolor pencil. I don't know if I'm going to get it to look like a rock slide today. I think I might have left myself not a lot of options here because I can't go much darker on this page. It's just starting to pick up the pigment again. Thanks, Dean. I appreciate it. Eh. Eh, it's done. Whatever it is, it's done. Well, okay, hold on. Let me just, I do this every single day. I'm like, it's done, and then I immediately backtrack. Let me just do a little bit of Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I feel like it looks good as rocks, as rocks go. It's good looking, like rock texture and all, rock shapes and such. But I just don't feel like I have quite made it look like the pile of rocks that I was looking to make. It'll have to do. Well, thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate it. You guys are being very nice. Got a little tiny splatter up here. Let me make that into like a bird or something. Just so that it's not a mistake. It's an on purpose. There. It's a bird now. Well, I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Everybody, this was really fun. Let me take the tape off. There we go. Yeah, this tape is quite old, so the adhesive is kind of like barely there. Barely there. Just enough. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Aw. Thanks, everyone. I'm really glad that you all come here and help make it such a wonderful, warm, and nice environment. It's just so great to start off my day with this instead of doom scrolling. But that is where I'm going to have to leave it. So, thank you so much for coming and hanging out and watching that paint tape peel. Because yes, I do thoroughly enjoy the tape peel. It's one of my favorite things. It's like putting a bow on it. Okay. That's that. For those of you who don't know, we are going to be doing a series, or we're in the middle of a series right now called the Building Better Creative Routines workshop. Excuse me. And we have those workshops on Saturdays. This is going to be the third live one later today at 2:00. So if you are a Foxy student, come hang out, come enjoy, come be a part of it. If you're not a Foxy student, you can absolutely get access by just heading over to Foxy. We actually have a really good sale going on right now. So check that out. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you. If I don't see you later today, I'll see you on Tuesday. All right. Bye, everyone.